Alright, the first thing we're going to do is show how you get the input from a microphone to the multi-track recorder. So this was going to be true for either the Pro Tools rig or our radar, such time as it might be fixed. In any case, the console has two distinct pathways, channels, in each module. They're completely separate electrically. You've got a channel path, which we're going to be talking about here, and then we're going to move on to the mix path, which is going to be how we're going to get tape returns from the, but I'll get to that. So for the channel path, the first thing we're going to have to do, as we would on any console, is figure out how we're going to select a source. And this area right up here is the channel path source selector switches. You'll see both there, and a polarity reverse switch. So the trick is which position we're going to have these two switches in. There's a legend right below it that explains M for both of them up for microphone, G for group, top one down, line for tape, line, and then both of them down is tape. So that's what the M, G, L, and T are explaining to you there, the positions of those two switches. So to get a microphone, if you're plugged into module 21 or to panel input number 21, you're going to select microphone as your source for the channel path. So associated with that is a polarity reverse switch right above it, and a very small, hard to see sometimes, a red LED and a green LED next to the polarity reverse switch. The red one is a peak meter that shows you when that light flashes, you're within 4 dB of audible distortion, and a presence meter below it, which just shows you when there's a low-level signal, which is very useful when you've got some mix-up with signal source. At least you know it's there. So peak and presence meters. Then we come on down, further down the module to the channel path controls. In this area here, you will see that there is a channel on switch, there is a solo switch, there is a fader with unity gain at that position there. There are also going to be mute groups, which I'll get to, and a couple other things. But the basic operation, once you've selected our source, we're going to then go up to the area here where you will see microphone controls, the typical things you'll see on any console. You've got a 48-volt fan and power switch, you've got a 26 dB pad switch, and then you've got the pot for the actual gain of the preamp. As we'll get to more detail in class, but even when it's turned down, you get 17 dB of gain, all the way up to 60 if it's turned all the way up. So it's never giving you no gain. It's always giving you something, at least 17 dB. So we would set our level the same way we'd do anything with the preamp and the channel fader, but we've got to decide how we're going to get it to the recorder. At the very top of the module, there is a multi-track assignment matrix of buses. Remember, a bus is just a line on which signals can be combined. So we can get 24 of them for the 24 analog inputs into Pro Tools or to our 24-track recorder, the Radar. To get to any particular track, let's say you've got modular input 17 selected as you're trying to get to track 17, you're going to select the button that says 17 and 18, and then in conjunction with the channel path pan pot, you will pan to the left for an odd numbered track or to the right for an even numbered track. Then, of course, you've just got the fader level and preamp, and that's going to get you to your multi-track recorder. In the assignment matrix area, there is a direct button. If you depress that direct button from channel path 21, then the output of 21 is going to go to any track with an input of 21 in Pro Tools or track 21 on the Radar. It's going to do that to the exclusion of any other signal. If I'd been using a bus, I could send any number of our 32 inputs out bus 21, but once a direct button has been pushed, it disconnects the combining amplifier so no other signal can get to that track. So it's the cleanest way to go. It avoids a little bit of electronics. It's something you want to be aware of, although you definitely want to be comfortable with using the assignment matrix on any module to get to any track.